Hello everybody, this is Marta here on YouTube. Today I have another book review for all of you guys. This book is a very exciting one because it just recently came out. If I'm not wrong, it came out in October, but I'm very excited about it. I read it in like a second. So this is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. If you guys don't know who John Green is, where have you been for your entire life? He is the author of The Fault in Our Stars, Will Grayson, Looking for Catherines, An Abundance of Catherines, Looking for Alaska, and Paper Towns. And I think he has more books, I'm not really sure. But anyway, this is his latest book, Turtles All the Way Down, as I said before. And I'm very excited about this book review and about this book. So basically, if you guys don't know, this book tells the story of Asa, who is a girl that has OCD, like an extreme OCD. And about Asa's friend that kind of forces her into look into this mystery of this guy that disappeared, that left both of his kids basically fend them for themselves. This guy was a millionaire and he just kind of went up and disappeared out of some corruption he had in his moment, and he was about to get caught. So anyway, let's talk about into the book. Obviously, the whole story revolves around the part where they go into the mystery and to see where this guy went and where he disappeared to and why he left both of his kids. Both of his kids, I think one is 16, 17, something like that, and the other one is like 11 or something. So they're pretty young kids. So let's start off with the fact that this is a very relatable book. If you have any kind of mental health issue, OCD, anxiety, bipolar disorder, anything like that, it's not like you're represented in the book exactly, unless you have OCD, but it's not like you're represented in the book. But there's a lot of feelings Asa has that you can totally understand if you've been through something similar like that. So Asa, since she has OCD, she tends to be very, she goes into this spiral of thoughts, of bad thoughts, and she kind of goes in there and kind of doesn't know how to get out of it, which happens to a lot of people that have OCD, which me being a little bit OCD, and I have quite a few friends that have it as well. So I understand her feelings, and I think the way John Green placed her as an OCD person and an anxiety person really kind of relates to somebody that has the same thing. There's always something about the characters that you can relate to. Each and every single one of the characters has something. So there's Elsa's best friend, which I don't remember her name, but she's always like, just get out of it, don't be so... She tries not to be like that, but there's obviously a point where you feel, if you're a person with anxiety or OCD, you feel like you're bothering somebody else, and she is that type of friend that even though you bother her, they're always there for you. So I think that's very relatable to the two kids that are left without their parent, their dad. Both of them are relatable as well. They are kind of these billionaire kids or millionaire kids that don't really know how life functions. But as you get to know them, at least the older one, which is the one you get to see more of, you get to understand why they always been like that and why they don't really see the world like other people do, since they haven't been through something like that. Also, the little kid, you can see how much he loves his dad, even though his dad wasn't that great, but you can see the love he has for him. So that's a very good thing. I like the difference between the characters and their friendship, again, with Asa being OCD and her best friend being like, you're so annoying, but I love you, so I'm gonna stick with you. It's really something important, and I think it's something that we forget most of the time when people are going through something difficult that we do not understand, mental health issues or something like that, and we're like, oh my god, you just need to stop thinking about it. Like, it doesn't work like that. So I think her best friend really trying to understand her, even though she can't, is a great thing, and it's something probably most people can learn from. So I really like that about this book. Yes, I think the character tends to be annoying. I kind of feel like this is gonna backfire, but I do think she is a bit annoying, and I completely understand why. I like her OCD and his spiral, and the way they relate, how she thinks and all the spiral thoughts she goes into. It's really interesting, and I think it's one of the best ways to put it out there. I understand it, but it's still annoying. Even she is like, oh my god, I'm so annoying. Can I stop thinking this way? I need to stop thinking this way. But she can't. Like, it takes a lot more effort. Not just effort, it takes a lot more effort and work, and just there's a lot more things that go into controlling something like an OCD disorder. So that is one of the things. I completely understand her OCD and her anxiety. I have some level of OCD, I would say. I don't completely feel like she does, but I do have some level on it in some things, especially when I feel dirty. And this has been from the recent months. But I think the whole relatable part of her feeling like this and her anxiety, not just her anxiety, her OCD and her life, everything that comes into the story, you just get to relate to her in so many ways that it's funny to see how easy it is to relate to her, even though you don't have that exact same mental disorder. So that's a pretty good thing. Okay, so the mystery itself, it's pretty interesting as well. They try to discover things, and okay, so they tried to discover things and why he disappeared and how he disappeared, but the oldest son pays them off, so they stop researching. But the little one asks Asa to keep looking for his dad, because again, you can totally see how much he loves him, but he really wants to find his dad. I think part of it is because obviously he misses his dad, but the other part of it is like, why you did this to us. Like, he really wants to understand that, and I think that's a great thing. It's kind of between the lines, but it's a great thing that I think everybody can understand. I think, again, it's John Green. There's always gonna be something that is heartbreaking, and I'm trying not to spoil the book in here, but you discover what happens in this book. You get to see things a little bit differently, to the point where you're like, okay, so wow. And you, like, your heart gets a little bit destroyed. I'm not gonna deny that your heart does get a little bit destroyed for what happens, not to who it happens, but what happens and the people that are involved in it, how it happens as well. I really am trying not to spoil this book, but this is very hard. I do have to say that seeing as Asa and Davis kind of try to start something, they used to have a crush on each other, I think, when they were little kids, or at least I think I read that, but I'm not really sure anymore. But you get to see them kind of start this kind of, you know, high school thingy, just kind of getting involved with each other and spending so much time together. And I think it's very sweet to see that side of innocent love. I really liked it. I think that's I think that's one of the big things of this book, like the relationship they build in trust, given the situation they were put in, from David's father kind of disappearing out of nowhere, and Asa wanting to find what happened. But so there's a little phrase here that I really want you guys to hear, and it says, "I missed Davis, of course. The first few days I kept checking my phone, waiting for him to reply, but slowly I understood that we were going to be part of each other's past. I still missed him though. I missed my dad too, and Harold. I missed everybody. To be alive is to be missing." And given a lot of the things that have happened this year, that little phrase of "to be alive is to be missing" really kind of connects with me, obviously. And anybody that has ever lost a person in their life, somebody died in their life, it's something that they're probably gonna understand. It's probably gonna hit their hearts. And I think that's one of the greatest things about this book. You get to see the kind of grieving side for somebody that disappeared. So that's a nice part of the book. I think, again, that the mystery, it's just a weird book, to be honest. It's a mystery involved with romance, involved with representation of OCD and anxiety, and I really like the book, honestly. John Green definitely knows how to break people's hearts. So yeah, so I definitely recommend this book to you guys if you haven't read it yet. It came out recently. There's still, I think there's a few of them available. At least here in Costa Rica, I know there are a lot of them available. So if you guys want to go ahead and read it, please do. Be prepared to have your heart broken, because that's definitely going to happen. So I'm just saying, be prepared, mentally prepare, and emotionally prepare, and physically prepare for it, because it's a hard thing to discover. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can know when I upload new videos. And yeah, that's pretty much it. To PD, to John Green, if you ever see this book, if you ever see this book review, let me tell you this much. Can you just stop breaking my heart? Thanks. That would be greatly appreciated. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.